Hey guys, it's Josh from WA Production, and today I'm so stoked to share with you possibly our biggest release ever, InstaChord 2. InstaChord 2 is the follow-up to our super popular InstaChord MIDI effect plugin that lets you generate chords and so much more. InstaChord 2 has a ton of new features that will help you make your best music ever, including a bunch of features that you guys have been asking for quite a while. So let's jump into it. I'll talk a little bit about what the new features are and kind of the overall capabilities and see what you think. So as in the original InstaChord, you're able to take all of these different chords. You can have 24 different setups here and select how they are played back. There are all sorts of different options for what happens when you press a pick. So you can have them play a pattern in our brand new pattern editor over here. You can also have it so that a certain key changes the octave or transposes the note. But for now, we'll leave these on the strum. So you can choose between different chords here. So that's really fun to play around with. The new pattern editor is a really awesome update that has been requested for quite a while, and you can also totally edit and change them however you like yourself. So you can make your own progressions and totally change the rhythm, create your own pattern here as well. Additionally, you can use the new AI generation feature, which is borrowed from our InstaComposer plugin, and create a whole new chord progression yourself. So if we want to include it here, we can generate a new pattern. You can also generate a progression here and then choose to set that into the chords. And now you're going to be using a new chord progression. So lots of cool stuff you can do with that just gives you so much more ability to create sounds really quickly and to set up awesome sounding chord progressions in an instant. So this makes it so much easier, and you can really get a ton of new inspiration by just generating a progression, adding that to your chord setup, generating a new pattern, and going from there. So there's so many cool things you can do, and let it do the work for you and create some inspiration that way. And then you can customize it however you want. And you can add in new notes, do it however you like, and create a whole new unique pattern based on the suggested pattern from InstaChord. Maybe not the prettiest thing ever, but you get the idea. On top of that, we've also added a bunch of new hold modes. And so the way that the picks will behave will change depending on how you have these set. So basically, it's really up to you how you want to use them. And essentially, that changes the playback mode. And so you can play it a little bit more realistically depending on the instrument that you are using, whether it's a guitar or piano or whatever else. For example, in pick mode, pressing the pick keys will start and stop playback. Pick plus mode is similar, but if you change a chord while playing the pattern, the new chord notes will replace the old ones immediately, whereas in pick regular mode, it doesn't replace it immediately. It continues finishing the selected chord progression first. In fret mode, it's a little more like playing guitar, where the chord keys take the role of the picking hand. So to play a pattern, you have to hold down a chord key and use a pick key to trigger. Kind of like, if you're playing guitar, you have to hold down on the fret and then strum. Otherwise, no sound comes out. You can't do just one or the other. Or else it won't be correct, or it won't play at all. Fret toggle is similar, but the difference is that pick keys will also stop the playback when pressed for a second time. So I don't have to hold it like I do in pick mode for it to keep playing, but pressing it a second time will stop it. And then fret switch mode will have it so that if a new pattern plays, it cuts off the old pattern. In fret toggle mode, it continues playing the old pattern. Got it. So bunch of new ways to play around with it and use your controller the way that you like to. These options were a bit limited in InstaChord 1, and so in InstaChord 2, we're giving people the flexibility of allowing them to perform InstaChord the way they like to. Within the pattern editor, we also have all of these different patterns that you can select from, which is really awesome. So we've got arpeggios, we've got strums, and we've got riffs. And then also what's awesome is that all of our old presets from InstaChord 1 can be loaded into InstaChord 2. So they're all compatible with the new version. So if you have all your presets or expansions from the first version, you're totally able to use those in InstaChord 2. You're also able to select a different mode for playback. You can have it play as a loop, have it play as a one-shot, or as hold. Another awesome new feature is that you can also drag and drop your MIDI into your DAW. And so you now have this MIDI pattern that came straight out of InstaChord 2. And another feature that I think is super useful is that you can create a manual chord yourself by adjusting these parameters. And then you can save it as whatever name you like, or you can play in the chord by using the MIDI learn function. And then save that. So I really hope you guys are excited as I am about this latest version of InstaChord, InstaChord 2, with all of these new amazing features. If you already own InstaChord 1, you can upgrade for a discounted price on waproduction.com. And like I said, all of your previous presets will work with InstaChord 2. It also comes with a bunch of presets, and we're also going to be releasing new expansions that take full advantage of all the new features of InstaChord 2. But I really think this latest version of InstaChord will help any producer, whether you're a music theory expert and you're just looking for a way to increase your workflow, improve your workflow, and increase your speed, or if you are less knowledgeable about music theory and would like help creating chords and chord progressions and melodies, and it's not your forte, this is a great way to do both of those things and to use these awesome features to generate incredible patterns, incredible chords, and great sounds. So go get yours today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. Enjoy InstaChord 2.